Well, let's do another one. Why not? So, I think whenever event, quote unquote, occurs in the United States, don't let the instigators come back. There's a lot of folks who envision themselves as the future leaders and as the influencers, the future movers and shakers of a society. And these folks are probably going to be the ones that institute a lot of murders and, liquidations and, basically hoarding wealth, et cetera, et cetera. Because as much as lefties talk about that shit, if you have the opportunity to take millions of dollars, that's a strong pull, strong temptation to take. And many people just don't have that strength to just be like, I'm going to ignore it. Nobody has that strong of willpower. I don't care what you say. But these are going to be the folks that are going to find a way to, after liberation or whatever you want to call it, these are going to be the folks who try to weasel their way back in. Much the same way as if you pay attention to the people behind the scenes, such as the Biden administration, you'll find people that were very much incorporated in, from the Clinton administration, from the Obama administration, and they find a way to weasel themselves in, and they basically do the same work that they've always done. Hell, you could say the same thing about Klaus Barbie, for example. Klaus Barbie, of course, being, the Butcher of Lyon, killed people and I think put them in acid, I think, if I'm thinking correctly. And he, because his job and his skill sets were needed, because the Americans were paranoid of the French, he was allowed to work for the U.S. And then he fled to South America and allegedly helped get Che Guevara. I've repeated this before, but it's worth pointing out, is that these instigators, these folks that do the jobs, who really, like I say, they may claim that they care about, some whatever system that they claim, whatever ism. But at the end of the day, they don't care. They have a skill set that they know people want, that a lot of people may not have. Like I say, whether that's killing folks, whether that's torturing, whether it's whatever. And if they can twist it just a little bit so that they can seem indispensable, then they're going to get those jobs, And I think that's going to be the real problem. Because I think you can talk about civil war, you could talk about economic collapse, you can talk about whatever you want. But if those folks, the real power behind the throne, the folks that are in the shadows, are allowed to simply turn their coat inside out and say, I'm this way now, then the problems continue on, don't they? And so it's a difficult task, but I do think that instigators and the folks who hold power behind the throne are the ones to really worry about. The Bidens, the Obamas, those folks, they come and go. They're all protected, and ultimately, they're figureheads at best. There are plenty of people behind the scenes that have the real power. And those are the ones you need to worry about. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'll go ahead and wrap up this video. Hopefully, y'all are enlightened by that. And see you later. Goodbye.